All I have to do
Now,
is,
is this just a test thing? Do I have to stay for this meeting? Or are we just testing to see if we can all sign in?
I think we're all just staying, I think we're just all signing in to see if we can talk. Oh, there's Paula.
yep,
Hi.
I can see Paula. Can everybody see Paula?
yep.
Yep,
I'm here. I have signed in.
I see Marty and Dave.
I'm here.
Oh, hey, oh, hi, Dave.
Hi there. It works.
Where it works.
Michelle, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, I've been using this for work and I've been using this for friends. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I had a meeting with my son last night. He was coaching me how to do this.
You have your camera off on purpose, Jenny?
No, there isn't one on this computer.
Oh, okay.
I
So that's a
my
yes.
iPad, but this is the
Silence.
way in computer.
It's more fun
Michelle.
to look at people.
Yesterday, there was a picture.
Michelle? Will
I'm
this
waiting.
always, will this always be? Will this always be the number that we will be joining?
No, it'll change. Wait. Hang on.
Hi, everybody.
Linda.
Hey, Ben.
Hey, hey,
Hi, Paula.
Yeah, I've noticed she's been having.
If we can't hear Michelle, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, very good.
I
can
heard
hear
Ben and I heard Dave.
Hi, Mayor.
Hi, Chief.
hey, Linda.
Hey, Ben. Hey, Chief.
Yes.
Tell me about this gas leak or whatever it was from McDonald's through the village. Okay, you haven't been notified yet.
Dave did,
I got nothing, but Michelle's typing that her microphone's not working, just so you know. I don't know if everybody got that.
Yeah, I saw it on
Oh.
the screen.
Oh, there's Marty. Hi, Marty.
I've been here all the while.
Hey, Marty.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening,
Or just good day.
good day, you're right.
Chief, do you know what's going on High Street? Down across from the park?
Yeah, they're
They were-
replacing a gas line.
And Dave had called me to let me know, and I passed the message to Ellie, that they would be going up to Stom's to get sand because they need it in order to clean up the gas leak, the diesel leak.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, they're trying to find the person that had the leak because last time we had that, the individual or the company at that time had to pay our wages for the time for the guys out there in the sand and stuff Ellie had provided us with, so.
good. Let's hope we can track him down.
Well, he follows the line, right?
I agree with Dave. I don't know if you guys have your typing on, but Michelle said no one can hear her. And she said, Paula, I can make this the same meeting number every time, or I can change it. I agree with Dave. If you say this is your favorites, you just click on that, and then you don't have to worry about entering the meeting number. You just click on that as your favorites and it goes right back to that same meeting.
Right, right. Good idea.
Okay, that's above my technology. I'll have to have John do it.
But if you, yeah, there's a little star. If you just click on that, it saves it as your favorite if you have Windows 10. And it's a lot easier that way.
Where is
Okay,
it?
I do know where the star is, so.
All right.
It's up
It's
in the
in the top of
right
your
hand
browser
corner
bar.
there, Ben.
This where?
Look up
I don't-
where
I don't-
your address is to the
Okay.
right.
Look
there'll
at
be a
the
little
top of your
camera, and then
computer.
there's a
I'll be
star.
I can't find a star.
Michelle, I think we're agreeing we'll just keep it the same.
Oh, I don't
Are you
see-
talking about keeping the same address?
Yeah, the same address just for everything. That way we don't all
Right.
have to read new numbers.
Okay, I got it. So the address that we have to log on will be the same address each time.
I think that's what we're agreeing on. I think it's easier. I agree with Dave.
There's a star out here.
Oh, that's for putting it in favorites.
Well, that's what he
I'll show you how
said.
to do it.
Yeah, if you save it as your favorites, then you just click on your favorites, scroll down and just click on that and it signs you right in.
Right, I got it.
Oh,
Hi,
hi, John.
John.
Hello, everyone. I'm an observer.
That's what we are.
Right here.
No, no, no.
John, did the police department call you about the diesel leak? He must not be. John, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Did the police department call you about the diesel leak?
When was that? Just a few minutes ago?
Apparently they haven't reached you yet. Hour or so.
Yeah, I was trying.
Somebody went, yeah.
Did they call hazmat or no?
He didn't, when Dave talked to me,
Can you
he
still,
just said he was getting sand from Storms.
Oh, okay. Then it wasn't that much. Good. We don't need hazmat then. If Sand takes care of it, that's great.
Yeah, okay.
We're good then.
well, what it was, John, Paula, tell them what it was. It started at McDonald's
It
and they
start-
drove
yeah.
off and up Prospect Street and from there.
He
they're
just
still
gave
trying to
me
track him.
from McDonald's
Yeah,
and around
McDonald's
the
or something.
Prospect.
Oh my. We'll see if he got a name or anything else. I'll talk tomorrow. If so, we'll charge him for the sand and labor.
Prospect.
Talk to them.
Well, so we have 13 participants on my thing. I wonder if it's all out there.
This is Bob. Bob's on.
I'm showing Marianne, John, Scott, somebody on a Galaxy. I'm getting Dave, Marty, Paula, Jenny, Ben, Michelle, me, Dave, Mayor.
Chief, do you hear me? This is Bob.
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder who's all out there.
So
Hello?
since there are a few of us just testing this, I probably won't stay on since I'm not in the committee anymore. But just wanted to let you folks know that a friend of mine in Scott's tested positive for COVID. Very, very close friend of ours, and he's currently at Robinson in the ICU, not doing very well. He's young, he's about 50. So I don't know whether that's the first case in the village or not, if we've heard about any others. But for those of you who are prayers, pray for Aaron Gula, please. We're very concerned about him, so.
Absolutely.
I got a thing today if Dave's still on. We have a couple more in our fire district, but not in our village.
Okay,
Because we have to put alerts in for the system when we page out for the squad. So it's been in Streetsboro for a little while and now it's coming east to us.
yeah, well, I'm getting tested tomorrow. I've had pneumonia for 3 weeks, and I'm pretty sure that's all it is. But I'm gonna just verify that tomorrow, so.
Well, good luck, Dave. And thank you for the update on Aaron.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll dip off if that's okay. This is gonna work wonderfully, I think, for all of our meetings. You all have a good night and stay inside.
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Dave.
Stay safe. Good
Thanks.
luck.
Bye, Dave.
Thanks, bye-bye.
Bye, Dave.
I'm gonna take off too.
Bye, Jenny.
Everybody have a
Bye,
good
Jenny.
Good night, Jenny.
Bye.
All right. I show we still have 11. If it's okay with you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started.
Mary Ann, are you?
What?
It popped up on my guest or on the participants list.
I'm just testing on, I'll leave. I'm just testing. They wanted me to test to make sure I could log in and then I can leave if that's okay, or I can stay, whatever you want me to do.
Makes no difference to me.
Okay, so you can hear me and,
Good evening, Mary Ann.
okay,
Go relax.
bye.
Thank you, Mary.
I
Ann.
can hear you.
Hi, Marianne.
Bye.
Oh, you got to meet.
Chief, go ahead and start.
Okay. Well, welcome everybody. This will be a little bit different. The way it works is we pass a packet out, but I guess we're just going to have to see how this goes. We'll call the meeting to order at 6:06 p.m. officially. Today, I went ahead and emailed out to everybody what I would normally pass out. So once you guys have a minute to review the minutes from the February 5th meeting, I will need a motion to approve it and a second.
Motion to approve.
Second,
Ah,
Aye.
Okay, so
Aye.
Ben, Paula, so I'm writing this as we do this. If I screw something up, let me know and we'll stop and go back. And I also emailed out the appropriation status, the vendors, and the SRO report, and everything's on file. And I don't think we have any citizens. I don't think we're to that point yet. On the list for the agenda under old business, the 2007 Chevy Impala that did sold. It is paid for. We got the money for that. We're waiting on a carrier to pick up. The person that bought it's from Elkhart, Indiana, and they're kind of in the same boat we are. They're shutting down and they're isolating. So as soon as we can a carrier, Jenny got me the title. He's making arrangements. Probably by the end of this week, I'll have a carrier come get it. Like I said, we have the money for it, and then we'll just put in the title in the car and it'll be gone. The Ford Explorer, it did sell as well, and we're waiting on a payment from the buyer. I've reached out to them twice to finish the transaction as well as to get the payment made so we can get that done. Next on the agenda was the full-time road officer position. It's on hold pending the outcome of the whole virus situation, because what happened was, since there's no school and Eric Dunn is in the process of becoming full-time, rather than incur the cost of 2 full-timers, he's kind of went from in school to being on the road. So we're just utilizing him in that position for now. I did have one part-time I have one part-time officer on a 6-month leave of absence. That's Josh. The one ended with no response was Stephen Gregg. He had to have gotten a hold of me by last week to make a decision. So he can get a letter that his leave is done and his employment will be done as well. He's the one that went down to South Carolina to be a full-time deputy. And that's it under old business. Under new business, we did switch to the Mark's radio system. We did that last Monday, and the MSFD did as well. So our police and fire are now on our system. We had gotten one dispatch console rebuilt about 4 months ago. That's in and working. The second one left Washington State last week. Depending on the transportation and how that's going, it'll get into Bearcom. They'll finish up their programming. They'll probably be looking to put that in the end of the week or most likely next week. And then all gatherings and events are on hold from the police department, pending the outcome of the virus situation. I know that the police department was supposed to make a present at an Easter event. So obviously everything's on hold because we're all being quarantined more or less. We're in a stay in mode. So we've kind of, as everybody knows, we've shut down the government building more or less. Our employees, they're not to have their family at work, no visiting, nothing. It's just the employees. We're trying to keep as many people as possible out of the building. So it's kind of put a damper on us because even the UPS driver, they're used to just coming in and hitting the door and this and that, but everybody's adjusting well. I can tell you I was sent an email over the weekend from the Attorney General's office. They asked some basic questions to all the chiefs in the state of Ohio, whether we thought it was effective enough, whether it was strict enough, and if we thought people were following it. The way the responses are from the governor since then, I think that people are not taking it serious enough, and that there may be some further restrictions coming down the road.
Chief, could
Yes.
I ask, how do you see the people in Mantua, in the village, responding?
I think we're doing a pretty good job. Sunday was, I think, a little bit out of control because with the nice weather, I saw more motorcycles Sunday than I probably had in a long, long time. But it's my understanding now, as long as you're in your vehicle, you can go out and go from point A to point B, as long as point B is back at your own residence. So you're out, you're trying to get fresh air, you're trying to at least be a little bit civilized, and then you come back, you're not stopping, getting out of the car and doing other things. In the village, I think everybody's kind of adhering to it. I did talk to Teresa today at Italiano. She's working up a way to more or less that window that goes to her patio. She's going to start serving the food there, and the people will pick up from there rather than go inside. So she's kind of adapting a little bit. We did invest a couple of complaints within the village of people possibly trying to violate, and working when they're not supposed to. We're working through some things there. There's some misconception that even though the employees are on break at a certain business, people drive by and think that that's the public in there, and that's not the case. So everybody's still adapting to this, but I think we're doing okay. People are avoiding the post office down to one person in the lobby at a time. Circle K is adapting. They've got lines for the 6-foot rule. I think we're doing okay. The question was whether the trails are going to be open. As of right now, nobody has shut the trails down. The parks, there hasn't been a lot of people on the playground or anything like that. I know that here in New Falls, where I'm at our basketball park, they've taken the hoops down. They don't want the kids gathering there since they're not in school. So, John, it may be something we may have to look at if it gets to be to where all the kids are gathering in a group down there. We may have to do something to just take the rims down or something, but I don't think we're at that point yet.
Yeah, if we get there, let me know. We can do that.
Yeah, other than that, Paula, I think in the village, I think we're doing okay. We really haven't been investigating complaint since we do dispatch for Garrett. We fielded some calls for them, and some of their concerns are, we've had their officers go investigate some of the complaints that their citizens have brought up. But I think as far as us, I think we're doing pretty good.
Is it all right to walk to the post office and get your mail and come back?
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, that's what Sunday, they were encouraging you to get out and get a little fresh air. As long as you can go out in the public and go from point A to point B and back, as long as you're observing that safe distancing, that 6-foot rule.
All right, I got you.
That's the only thing I had under new business. I don't need motions on anything this month. In fact, I was gonna cancel it until we wanted to try this video conferencing. So I figured, why not? We can go down through it, and I think we heard some things. So we kind of got everybody on board to be able to function. So I don't have anything to go to council, finance, park, or service. There's nothing to be tabled. Obviously, we can't do an executive session. The thing before we adjourn is our next scheduled meeting would be on Wednesday, May 6th, 2020 at 6 p.m. And I'm guessing, since we're already under this until the end of April, I do expect, since we're expecting a spike the next 2 weeks in cases in our area, my guess is I don't think we're going to be out of this before the May 6th meeting, but I mean, that's a month away. But I think we're might end up in the same boat.
I had VA meetings on the 6th and 7th, and they called me and canceled them all.
Yeah,
Made one of them a telephone meeting, but the other 2 were canceled.
Yeah, I don't think that we're going to be out of this much before probably maybe the end of May. And that's just my personal opinion, because I know I get the daily numbers of the cases and where they're at in the county, and it was in Aurora, Streetsboro pretty heavy, and now coming east. So I think we're going to see an increase over the next week or two. Other than that, that's all I have. We'll just keep it the same, May 6th, and we can make a decision between now and then. Other than if nobody has anything else,
I have a question.
for motion to adjourn.
I have a question.
Go ahead, Marty.
They don't list the names of the people that are infected with the virus. So you don't have any idea if you ever came in contact with them. Now, I know
That is correct. That's a HIPAA violation. This has been a big topic. I get an address of who's affected of in that residence that's affected. For example, if the police department was a residence, the only thing it would say is 4650 West High Street, Mantua, Ohio. It's not going to tell you whether it's male, female, the age, the name. I'm not information. I'm getting an address of where somebody has tested positive. And that's a topic over the weekend. The chiefs, fire, EMT side have been very busy on conference calls and meetings. And from the health department, basically we're getting an address.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Does anybody have anything else? Okay, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right.
Ah.
By Ben, second by Marty. And we will call the meeting at 6:18.
Hey,
Good
Thank
luck,
you.
folks.
Stay safe, guys.
Everybody.
Okay, everybody stay safe. If you need anything, let me know.
Thanks, Chief.
Okay, thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
okay, out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.